this is Megan, and I am back today with my part 2 of Christmas Day. So, I thought I would start this video off simple, and I am going to, let me get to the right page. I'm going to decide to do 2 journaling cards. I was first thinking I would do that photo, the 3x4 photo of me, but I decided that that's a little too much and I'm not going to use that one. So I'm going to do 2 journaling cards in the middle there, and then I'm just going to have 6 photos, 3 at the top and then 3 at the bottom. So right now I'm just setting these 2 journaling cards up, and I'm trying to keep them simple. So I'm going to cut this green paper in half, and I'm just going to add a little border right there. I'm going to use one of these, I think those are Studio Calico little tags, and it just says Merry Christmas on it. Then I also have this Holly Jolly flare badge. Up here, I took a photo of all of the things that my husband gave me for Christmas, and I had this My Gift to You little tag, and I think I might actually take it off because it's kind of confusing, because I took a photo of all of the stuff that Mark gave me, but then I took a photo of a book I gave Mark, and I wrote For You from me, and then My Gift to You. It just kind of is confusing. So I think I'm going to change it up a little bit. I pulled out this pretty paper. It is a green and white and red diagonal stripe, and I'm going to use that pattern paper down there on the bottom with those 3 photos. So here I am just gluing down that Holly Jolly tag, or not tag, flare badge. And like I said, I'm kind of skipping all over on this video, from card to card to picture. I just kind of by this point I was so done scrapbooking December daily. So here is where I decide to cut up those tags that say For You from me, and then My Gift to You. And actually, I think I'm going to just take off that My Gift to You tag as I'm sitting here doing the voiceover, because it doesn't make sense. Like, I was showing my husband the completed album, and he was like, what does that even mean? And I was like, yeah, okay, doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to take that off. Okay, so here I'm gluing down the photo of my husband's book and the little tags, For You from me, and then I'm also going to use an enamel dot right next to the word me. So I printed off a photo of me that was a 3x4, but then I also printed off a 2x2 photo, because at first I was thinking I was going to use the 2x2 size, but then I decided, no, I'm going to use the 3x4 size. But then I finally decided that this is where I'm going to use the 2x2 size photo. And the only reason I really put that in there was because my kids buy each one of us Christmas presents. So Mark went out and bought presents with Tinian, 3 different presents for me, and then let the boys pick out which ones they wanted to give to me. And so that day, the scarf and the hat that I'm wearing in that photo are from Tinian, and then the shirt is from, I think that shirt was from Brennan. And then I got another shirt from Jonas. So I had done my hair and my makeup, and so I asked Mark to take a photo of me wearing their presents. Okay, so I also had these tags that say Merry Christmas on them, and every year Mark makes tags for me, like special tags to go along with my presents. So I decided to use this one that had the green writing on it. Excuse me. And now here I'm just gluing down this photo of all the presents that Mark gave me. Let's see, what else am I doing? I'm trying to figure out if I want to add anything more to these other photos. I glue down this Merry Christmas tag, and then I'm going to have to re-glue down that Holly Jolly flare badge because I did have to rip it up. And then that card is completely done. That's all I'm going to do on that card. And here I'm tapping my fingers and trying to figure out what I want to do down here on the bottom in the middle, because I have another photo, but it's not a very good photo. And all of these photos on the very bottom are things that we did in the evening. So the right-hand side photo is the dinner that we had, and then the left-hand side photo is a picture of the Christmas tree all lit up and Max laying on my legs, because we were, I was cuddling with Tinian and Max was laying on my legs and we were watching a Christmas movie. It was just me and the kids. I think my husband was playing one of his video games or something. And so this photo I have is a photo of Tinian and me laying on the couch, and Tinian had fallen asleep and I was kind of falling asleep. So I quickly snapped a selfie, but it wasn't a very good selfie. And when I printed it off, you couldn't even see all of our faces. So I was debating not using it, but I decided to just use it anyway. So I'm just journaling, cuddling after Christmas dinner, and that is going to be the end of that page. I am going to do some journaling. I think I kind of want to redo the journaling, which would be easy enough, because I just do it on that green paper on the back. Okay, so now here I am going to start doing this little insert. So I had this cute little manila folder that I wanted to include for day number 25. I just thought it would be kind of another way to include some, just a different type of scrapbook page. And so I'm just doing a little bit of embellishing down here on this bottom left hand corner, and I'm going to put my number 25 there. And this is how I have it laid out right now, is how it is going to be set up in my album. So here I'm just going to cut out the holes, and let's see, what else am I going to do? So I cut out the holes, and then I'm going to spend some time on the inside embellishing and decorating the inside. So here I had this perfect piece of polka dotted green and white paper, and I am going to cut out the shape of the little tag or tab, I guess you should call it. Here right now I am spelling out the word Moana because we went to see the movie Moana, which is a new Disney movie, and it was absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. And it was amazing. I am a huge fan of Tangled and Frozen, and this movie is definitely right up there with Tangled and Frozen. Definitely. So I just write out the word Moana, and now here I am going to trace around the tab and then cut it out. And I'm going to glue this paper down, and I'm going to keep it simple. I do end up doing a little bit more embellishing behind the photo, or not embellishing, but layering, because I was just like, okay, well, I'm super bored with just doing one layer. I wanted to do more, and so I'm going to end up doing a little bit more layering behind the photo of the boys in front of the Moana poster at the theater. So here I ink the edges of that paper that had the title of the movie, and then I'm just going to glue that down. And now here I'm going to start layering. I'm going to cut off this red piece of paper, or it's part of that cut apart that I really liked. And I am going to fiddle around with a bunch of different scraps and layers. I did like this white and gray scrap that I had, so I am going to back that photo of us in front or in the movie theater while we were waiting for the movie to start. I asked my husband to take a family selfie, and he's not always the most excited person about doing selfies, so I was very excited that he agreed to do it for me. This whole month I've been saying it's for December daily, and so he's been a really good sport usually. Okay, so now here I'm just kind of placing some more papers behind this picture of the boys at the movie theater. Now I'm going to cut down this photo, and I'm going to ink it with my Hollyhock ink pad. Now here I also have two photos of my boys at home before we left for the theater. They were playing Super Smash Brothers on the Wii. My sister one of my sisters had bought them this video game. We switch names because all of us siblings, there are 6 of us, and so we each just get one family every year, and we just kind of switch off who has who. So this year my sister that is right under me, she had us, and so she bought Mark and I some See's candy because we don't have See's candy here in Idaho. Crazy, right? Well, okay, we have it in Boise, but we live about 5 hours from Boise, so yeah, we don't get See's candy a whole lot. So she bought Mark and I our own little mixes of See's candy, and then the boys, she bought Super Smash Brothers, and it's from her and her husband, so it's not just from her. So here I'm just gluing down these photos to the pattern paper and inking the edges with my Hollyhock ink pad, and I'm just going to glue them down and then do a little bit of journaling right underneath each one of the photos. And I think I really, really love how this little pocket envelope thing turns out. I don't know what you call it. That photo that I just glued down right there was really funny. So we got to the movie theater about 20 minutes early, I think, 20 to 30 minutes early. My husband likes to be early to movies, which is fine with me. And so I'm just used to it by now, it really is what I think it is. But, so we had some time to kill. We, got snacks, got our seats, and the boys saw this, the logo isn't actually in this photo. I think I might need to reprint the photo because that's the whole reason I wanted this photo. So the boys are super excited about the new Lego Batman movie that's coming out next year in February. They are begging us to take them to go see it in the theater. We don't really take the kids to go see a lot of movies in the theater just because it costs a ton of money. So Christmas is usually one of the times that we will take them. But they have been begging to go see this movie. They love Batman. And so when they saw this, I don't even know what you call it. It's just a cardboard cutout little area that was the Batman Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie set up. And so they wanted to get their picture taken there. So that's what that is a picture of. So here you can see I have inked the edges on this picture of the Moana little cardboard cutout thing, and now I'm gluing it down. I also have this little cut apart that says "Feel the Magic," and I'm going to glue that right there underneath the photo. And now I'm going to do the journaling on this left hand side. So I'm just explaining what each one of these photos is. I kind of don't like that I did my journaling that way, but really that's kind of the only way that I left myself room to journal. I am also going to do some journaling on the very back. I don't know if I include it on the video, but I will do a walkthrough, and I will also have some photos at the end of this video. Thanks so much for sticking with me this December and for all of the amazing comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Francine and I think Kathy have been the most amazing subscribers because they've commented on almost every single one of my videos. So I just want to say thank you to you two ladies. I will be back soon with a flip through, and I hope that you all have had a wonderful December. Have a great day. Bye.